I noticed that the saw was kicking back on some people, so I stopped and fixed and leveled it out, and it works great. The dewrapping kits were floating around, so I added a crumb trail and the GPS tape, and they returned to their home. Fulton was using a lot of wasted motion going back and forth to the shop to grab a drill whenever we needed to change loads around. So he's just added some Velcro to them. Way better process. Great job. Almost everything has a Kanban card, but not quite everything. So how do you actually make a new card? Aaron made this nice little holder for having the blank cards, ones on order, and then ones that are ready to implement. And I've taken this just a little bit of a step further since we started using Gemba Docs this week, and I made a standard of work on how to do that. Aaron noticed the water was tasting a little bit, not so great, so he did a nice deep clean of the water cooler, so now we can use it for the water and coffee. Nice job. We've started using these improvement suggestion cards. So these cards are for things that might cost quite a bit of money or might take a long time to do, not necessarily just in our usual 3S time. It might be a Kaizen event. So Randy's gone ahead and made a quick holder that has a spot for the completed cards. Nicely done. There's some garbage outside the fence, and Sandy left it better than she found it. Nicely done. A few small tools for the fencing truck, and Aaron put GPS tape on them so we know which truck they belong to. Awesome job. Steve made a home for the bingo dabbers and added a Kanban card. Awesome. Dave adding some reminders to check the small vacuum cleaners at a few of the chop saws. Nicely done. Yardley noticed that the mud flap got pinched a little bit on one of the trucks, so he's left it better than he found it and repaired that. Awesome job. Aaron and Mike noticed the 8 wastes in this excess inventory, so we got rid of that because it was not needed. We sorted that in our 3S. We pumped up the tires on this cart, and we made a standardized location for empty buckets. Awesome job getting started with our lean culture. Fulton's office was becoming a bit of a catch-all, so he did a 3S and made a standardized location for customer samples. Sometimes these are super long, but they don't need to be, so there's a nice location for them. Nicely done. Great job from Aaron putting this Wi-Fi symbol on the door to the electric room where our Wi-Fi is. So sometimes people don't know how to connect to the Wi-Fi, and there we go. Awesome job. We've started using some stainless steel banding for a few projects, and Yardley made this awesome holder for the banding. He has a standardized spot for the tool, the banding clips, how-to video on how to use the bander. It's a bit different than our other banders. Great job. We started coming up with these just like quick Kanban cards on the dust collector. So I just made those into our standard cards. Simple and very effective.